Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say too much because we haven't actually spoken as a team. I'll obviously find out after this, but on such a good pitch at the minute, I would imagine we'll probably, try and bat for quite a lot of tomorrow. I think, we've got to earn the right to do that and start well in the morning, try and limit the damage, and hopefully get ourselves in a position where kind of after lunch we can really push on and try and score as quick as we can. And hope that there's going to be 10 more chances. The pitch isn't doing loads, but you've seen a little bit of invariable bounce and a fraction more spin today. So, yeah, hopefully with a whole day on it tomorrow, day five might do a fraction more.
Do you need on that pitch to create those 10 chances? We've only had 13 wickets in the match so far.
Good question. We took 10 on it. Obviously, we're probably not going to have 150 overs, but hopefully the pitch won't be as good as it was day one and the start of day two. So, look, as I say, we've obviously had an incredible day, but we've still got a lot of work to do in the morning, and earn the right to put ourselves in a position where, when a side gets 550, to even be talking about trying to maybe get 600, 700, we'd have been very happy with this morning. So, yeah, I think it depends on how quickly we score and how well we start in the morning. And then, we'll be doing absolutely everything to try and take 10 wickets.
Well batted today yourself, but it feels like it's a day for Joe Root in the main. I wonder if you could just tell us what he means to you as an England fan, an England teammate, a bloke.
Well, it's just a pleasure to share the dressing room. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't know he's achieved what he's achieved, how he is in the dressing room. He's such a good man to have, and he's probably still working as hard as he ever has. Always grinding away in the nets. We make jokes that he says he's out of form when he's getting Test hundreds, so it's probably a good place for him to be. But I think more importantly today, batting that whole day in that heat shows mentally how fit he is and also physically. I was only out there for a session or a bit under, and it was tough work in that heat. So yeah, what he's gone to do today, I mean, hopefully many more days like it for him.
I wonder if you can tell us a bit about actually how he is physically shaping up out there in between sessions coming in, because you can only see it on the TV, you can't feel it for him, but you've got a bit of a closer view than we have. Just how much has that taken out of him today?
I'm sure it has, and I'm sure he'll sleep well. Yeah, I mean, in between sessions, obviously we've got a great support staff, and fluids and getting food on board, I think, is so important on a day like this. But I think, to be honest, I think he probably enjoyed more just sitting in an aircon room and just chilling out in between sessions.
By the way you batted today, it seems like all is well, but obviously the thumb was a bit of a scare last night. Can you just let us know how you fixed? Is it basically, are you fine, good to go?
Yeah, well, I hope so. It was, I dislocated my thumb, which is obviously not ideal, but yeah, I went straight back in and we haven't got a scan, but it seems like there's no clear break or anything. So I think it's one of those ones where it's going to be a bit sore for a couple of weeks, but yeah, hopefully it won't impact me playing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it had nothing to do with that shot. Zero relevance to that shot. I remember at the time, and he was a hero in this country when he was doing it to Pat Cummins in the Ashes. So, Ruchi's form, to be honest, I think you can probably look through his whole career. When you play that many games for England, batting at the top of the order, you're going to go through periods where you don't score as many. I think what Joe Root does is when he's in good form, he cashes in and he constantly, goes on and makes big scores. So, long may it continue.
Joe's only 33. Do you think he could put that runs record out of reach forever? A bit like Jimmy has with 700 Test wickets for seamers?
Don't really think that's for me to answer. I think if Ruchi stays fit and stays on the park and keeps playing for England, then there's no reason why he can't. He's an incredible player, and there's certainly no signs of his form dipping. So, just as a teammate, I'm sure he's not thinking that that far ahead. It's just special to have him around, and it's special to witness kind of the form that he's in at the minute.
Did someone put it back in straight away?
Yeah, it did go back in straight away. I've done the exact same thumb the same way a couple of years ago. So yeah, when I looked at it, I kind of knew, exactly what was wrong with it. But yeah, as I said, we got a great backroom staff. And thankfully there was no issue getting it back in.
Did you sort of always think you'd be able to bat at some point, or was it a case of waking up this morning and seeing how it was?
Yeah, thankfully we only lost 1 wicket last night. I think if we'd have lost 3 or 4, I might have had to have gone out last night. But yeah, we kind of made the decision of giving it as many hours as we can, ice it a couple of times and see how it was in the morning. And yeah, the worry was it was going to stiffen up and be quite sore this morning. And thankfully it didn't really change too much.
And just based on how it is now and how it went last time, are you pretty confident you'll be able to play next week as well?
Yeah, I want to say 100%. Yeah, I mean, obviously today went well, and I'm hoping each day is going to get easier and less sore.